Sunny, looking at the memories, it seems that she was on the autism spectrum. Unfortunately, her tribe and culture made her incompatible, so she didn't have a great time. In fact, the reason she was out here was because of a tradition of her people, where some 13-year-olds go out into the sacred woods to find an ancestral spirit guardian or never come back. Based on the dangers and creatures out here, the more likely scenario is death. It's a sort of coming-of-age ritual to better describe it. Kimarya wondered out loud, "Death from what? Are there more of those toxic mushroom trees?" Sunny, "It's actually a gigantic variation of mushroom, but Kimarya, there seems to be a massive ecosystem of dangerous and extremely powerful creatures all around. Apparently, with the coming-of-age ritual, there is a special method to accept an ancestral spirit guardian. The inhabitants of this world possess an astounding growing potential to increase their power. It's known as martial cultivation, where they strive for power and something extremely similar to Taoism. To simplify the core components of this concept, cultivation is the stride forward, and the Tao is the guide. Your personal mountain path to apotheosis, the peak. The recommendation for right now is to get back to the village and try your luck, or try to form the ancestral spirit guardianship. The latter would undoubtedly be more dangerous and most likely lead to death if its lineage doesn't accept you, but banishment from the village for not doing so would be assured if we return now without it, assuming that we make it back." Her body started shaking. Goosebumps formed on her skin as she grew serious as well as rightfully scared. Kimarya stood in the dark and humid forest, her thoughts in turmoil as she tried to decide what to do. On the one hand, she could return to the village and risk banishment from people she had no emotional attachment to. On the other hand, she could follow the insane rite of the coming-of-age tradition and most likely die in the process. She knew she had already died once, and she wasn't eager to repeat the experience. She weighed her options carefully, trying to find a solution that would keep her safe and give her the opportunity to explore this strange and exotic world. Finally, she made her decision. "Sunny, I don't know what to make of this world, but I'm not willing to risk my life on such low chances of survival. Take me back to the village." With a sense of resolve, she began walking through the forest, her eyes scanning the trees and underbrush for any sign of danger. Despite the uncertainty of her situation, she couldn't help but feel a sense of awe and wonder at the strange and exotic plants and animals that surrounded her. She had never seen anything like them before, and she couldn't wait to learn more about this new world and all it had to offer. Kimarya was a decisive person, always sticking to her choices regardless of whether they were sound or completely irrational. When she made a decision, she fully committed to it, viewing failure due to poor planning as far more tolerable than failure due to hesitation or second thoughts. This unwavering commitment had steeled her will over the years, making her even more decisive. As she made her way through the dense and humid forest, following the directions Sunny had given her, she called out, "Sunny, tell me—" "Sunny, sorry to interrupt, but walking back at night has too many significant risks. The tree on your right seems to be the most suitable rest stop for the night. Let's head there before making a plan of action." Kimarya nodded in agreement, understanding that attempting too much in a new and uncertain environment was a recipe for disaster. She picked up her pace, moving towards the tree Sunny had indicated. As she climbed to a considerable height in the massive tree and nestled into a secure spot between its branches, she asked, "Sunny, what would you consider our most important goals?" "Sunny, priority-wise, we should focus on updating our understanding of this new body, surviving the trip back to the village, concealing the body swap, and understanding village politics." Kimarya sighed and said, "Might as well start in that order, Sunny. I'm glad to have you with me through all of this." Sunny, beginning with the detailed body update, you're roughly 2.13 meters tall. As I mentioned earlier, your new muscle density is extremely dense, and you have a unique cellular structure that reduces weight while also increasing the efficiency of both slow and fast-twitch muscle fibers. You have various new organs, some of which seem to be redundant in that they support and overly strengthen your immune system and other bodily functions. This body likely has absurdly strong resistances to sicknesses, diseases, toxins, radiation, and so on. The toxins of that mushroom-like tree must be on a whole other level to have taken the life of the previous host of this body.